Yama etifo ne ahwefo akwaba akroma TV GH na masogo so amotie no best friend etifo say way for free be subscribe no click a notification bell no so dey be video for be aba on sabetimi aka bi o adwuntwe bi aso abetimi dey ato comment section honom na ensemo yensa kan ene dey beto dwa ama etifo. In 2019, through the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, a share initiative via medical drones delivery. And now my say, so maybe a hospital will be in here, emergency blood supplier. Now drones we are supply. Sa moja na koho. Inti drobia hospital be here be then not drones no deliver. Nano renowned YouTuber Wode Maya copy branches ba kwa Ghana say na wabo abana abaso yipa na okopi mo nche say ni gisempa say aban no etimi ayesa initiative we Ghana ha na kwai na adwumayfo wo nyina ye mabunu ni ntina say eni agye pa ma na yen seti for me ne be ko na akwa akotie Wode Maya eni nsama wo kafa Zipline initiative no.
Welcome to Zipline and medical logistics right here in Ghana. I've seen the same company in Rwanda. But can you tell me how many companies is Zipline present?
So we are currently not only in Rwanda, we are in Ghana, we are in Kenya, we are in Cote d'Ivoire, we are in Ukraine, we are in the US, and we are in Ghana.
Exactly. And I love the fact that in Ghana, almost everyone that works in here is so young. And very soon they need to employ me too.
Yes, that's going to happen. Okay.
What do we do?
So we are going to be receiving a fresh package from the warehouse.
Oh, wow. He picks it up.
He picks it up. And so we would be combining all various components together to have the drone. So we have the battery here currently sitting on smart chargers. And we have the body.
The body.
Currently there as well. And also right here in the body we have the belly of the drone. So normally I call that the belly because that's where the box goes in. And we have the tail hook that will be very crucial to the recovery of the drone. So we equally have the wing, which I will be showing as one outside. But before that, let us see it.
I just want to see how. Okay, so it's gonna fix. Right.
So that goes in there.
Okay. What are you delivering?
So it's a medical product.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. To where?
So we are going to a facility. I need to check. I'll check.
Okay, you don't know now.
Yeah, I don't know now.
Okay.
Okay. So immediately that happens, you can put this on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So immediately that happens, he goes to assemble all the parts. So the body that we mentioned goes on first, and we would have another thing coming in, which is the wing. And you're going to see how the wing looks like. He's bringing a wing which has a wingspan of 3.3 meters. But even before that, you can see some checks are happening.
Yep.
And that is what we call.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Wow.
So we call this the walk around checks. You can see some walking around currently happening. And we have the battery that we talked of coming and the nose cone. So now this drone is powered, so we can come behind the yellow line.
And what's gonna happen?
So they are going to do the checks while the drone does its own internal checks. So that's the walk around checks that is currently happening. Because the drone cannot oversee what happens outside of it. We have
Recovering less than 35 seconds. 674.
To ensure that everything is as seamless and perfect as possible. So when that is done, now he's going to seek clearance from a controller, an in-house controller. And he oversees the wing space and the area, that everything is accurate, no one is in the space, and
Final
the
approach,
drone can
674.
go to its destination.
Ready to launch. 639.
I hope you can allow me to launch. Wow, that would be amazing.
So
Oh! What just happened?
So that was the recovery.
Recovery.
So I mentioned that you should take note of that tiny hook on the body of the drone. So that tiny hook is what gets hooked to the capture line and recovers the drone.
So which means this happens after delivery.
Yes, that's happening after delivery.
please, I want to do some drone launching right now. On
So-
zip launch.
No, people there.
Okay.
Spinning motors,
So clearance has been given by the
launching zip 16 online in 3, 2, 1.
Can I press it?
Go ahead.
Can I press it? Please make sure you go to that credit. Man, listen, this is amazing, and I think you all need to share this video so that people will know that in Ghana we deliver medical products with just a click of a button. See, these are the people behind it. General Manager, do you want to say hello to them?
Hello to everybody,
And-
and thank you very much for visiting us. Zipline is the largest drone delivery company anywhere in the world, from our base in Ghana where we operate 6 centers.
Apart from this place, what else center do you have?
So we have a second center in in Ashanti Mambo, and then the third center in Walwale, the fourth in Superior, so fifth is in Enu, and then the last but not the least is Kepekrache. These are the 6 centers that we operate from, 13 regions out of the 16 regions in Ghana.
This is incredible.
You just spoke with Eva, and Eva is one of the graduate talent program we started recently. So she just graduated, and we are employing her to continue with the good service in France. I'm sure you saw her
Eva,
in your conversation. I saw it.
Eva, you need to give me some of your salary, you know. Yeah, I mean, one thing that I love about this place is the fact that everyone working in here is young. I keep on saying it. You need to give young people the chance, and they will definitely change the narrative that we all know. They are basically changing the narrative of Africa that we all know. I mean, if you're watching this video, probably you're not from Ghana, you're from different part of the world, and believe me, you've never seen anything like this before. But young people in Ghana are operating these machines, man. And yeah, you see, it's young, you know, they're chilling. You know, this is what we call work and happiness. I'll see you all in the next one. I am Maya.
Zipline's drones deliver blood, platelets, frozen plasma, and cryoprecipitates, along with medical products including vaccines, infusions, and common medical commodities. The distribution process involves a well laid out channel, starting from receiving orders to picking up products and loading products into drone for takeoff. Shemao Muniru, community lead at the center, took me through the process.
The call comes in through our 3CX platform, which is like our call triaging platform. And what happens is that the order taker for the day enters the orders into our fulfillment system. This is how it works.
Once the order is made, the process moves into the supply center, where all the products are stored under their required conditions. The products are packed into a special box with the required weight for optimum flight and landing.
Our boxes drop from about 10 to 15 meters above the ground. So you need to make sure that the contents are safe. So that's why this box has been designed in that way. It has a parachute. What it does is collect air when it is deployed so that it can drop gently from the sky down. Then the box also has an air inset, helps with buoyancy and serves as a shock absorber.
A Zipline flight operator then packs the medical products into a drone and performs pre-flight checks. The drone is then launched with a supercapacitor-powered electricity catapult launcher. The drone then flies itself to its delivery site, where a remote pilot distribution center monitors all the drones in flight. The drone descends to 20 to 35 meters before dropping the package under a paper parachute. After the delivery, the drone then returns to the distribution center and lands by catching an arresting gear. Kwesi Owusu-Entry, Client Success Manager, puts the operations of Zipline into perspective.
We have 6 distribution centers scattered across the country. And from these 6 distribution centers, we serve approximately 2,000 facilities scattered across the country. 50 to 60% of these facilities are located in very hard to reach areas. It is usually very difficult for people to appreciate how hard to reach a facility can be in Ghana. But I'm talking about facilities located on islands, completely surrounded by water, facilities on very high mountains, very difficult to access using roads, facilities that don't even have roads accessing them. So these are the kinds of facilities that we normally would deliver to. In terms of impact, you realize that for these facilities, it is usually very expensive or in fact impossible just to reach them using ground logistics. So Zipline coming on board to deliver items to facilities in these communities using drones has helped to generally improve access to medications in some of these rural areas. So you have fewer incidents where when you walk into a facility in a rural area, you have a complaint of an anti-malarial being out of stock, or a normal medication that we take for granted in Accra, like paracetamol being out of stock. So that's one of the impacts that we've had in rural healthcare. But beyond that is also the aspect where we've actually helped in improving emergency response systems. So because we have blood products and anti-snake and anti-rabies and other critical medicines centralized here, we've been able to put together a system where when a mother is rushed or when a pregnant woman is rushed to a facility in need of blood, we are able to dispatch using drones blood products that would help save the mother's life. In the same instance, when you have a child bitten by a snake or a dog that hasn't been vaccinated against rabies, you'd have Zipline drones also delivering anti-rabies and anti-snake medications to facilities in need of it. So in instances such as this, every second is vital. So with our drones being very quick and very fast in the air, we are able to deliver in record time and help save the lives of patients in such sticky situations. In the area of vaccines, we've been able to help the Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health expand coverage when it comes to immunization and also vaccines in rural areas. So a lot of people have misconceptions around the reason why drones should be used to deliver vaccines, because people feel vaccines are free, so it doesn't make sense for us to use drones to deliver them. But you'd also realize that the disadvantages of not delivering or the disadvantages of not improving access to vaccines is very, very high, in the sense that when children are not vaccinated, you have them being more susceptible to diseases like diarrhea, meningitis, pneumonia, polio. And if children are not vaccinated, it has implications on the cost that the healthcare system will bear. Because when you suffer from these diseases, healthcare system has to find a way of paying for the treatment of such children. So with Zipline collaborating with the Ministry of Health, what we've done is that we've been able to improve access to vaccines in some of these rural areas. We have fewer incidences where children are missing their vaccination clinic schedules. We have also fewer incidences where facilities are running out of stock when it comes to vaccines. And this has helped generally to help improve the numbers as far as vaccination of children is concerned. We've also gone beyond just delivering routine vaccines to also supporting the Ministry of Health in the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines. So as we speak, since 2020 when COVID struck, we've been able to deliver close to 3 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines to rural areas that we serve within our distribution center radius.
1 minute. 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 1 minute.